And we're off again. So next stop being the Rangitata River. Come with us as we drive past the Growler to Mistake Flat Hut and across the river to the Curtis Memorial Hut and camp there. So when we're in convoy, the second vehicle peels off to close the gate. Works quite well. Right, we're on the riverbed proper now. This is still the Rangitata River low. Heading up to where it, the headwaters of it, where the Havelock run into the Rangitata, and then we follow up the Havelock. The river's running very low at 45 cumex, somewhere around there. I picked the deepest spot, I think, there. Wow, these conditions are very unusual. That's steam coming off that vehicle. But you can see we've turned into the Havelock now.
Right into it there.
And it's good to see the clouds just parting a wee bit.
Certainly hoping it will, because it'd be quite nice if we get a view.
Oh yeah, that's incredible. Beautiful view with the clouds low and then the mountains poking through.
Does. George, Glenn's just pulling over for a photo stop. Might all do that, eh? Yeah, might just make it a lunch stop.
Sweet as. Of the Havelock Valley. So yeah, we're heading up the Havelock. At the end of this valley you can see the mountain at the end there. That's, and just below there is Mistake Flat. There's a hut there, but we're going up to the Growler, and we'll have a better view of Mistake Flat from there. This track is a lot better than I've seen it before. I was up here, it would be a long time ago. It's a dozen years ago, and this flat track was non-existent in most parts of it. washed out when there's a real big flood. But man, this is easy travelling. We'll be up at the growler in no time at this rate.
Are you behind, Connor? Re-rolling.
Smoke up the valley, I don't know what that's about. Someone's got a fire going. What's that? Someone's had a fire there.
And it's gone away and left it burning.
I think we should be putting that out. Would that be correct or not?
Probably a smart thing to do. Yeah, I think we will. Right over the top of it. Yeah, just having urine stop there.
It's crazy. Someone's left a fire running.
Bit of an odd place there with fire, isn't it? I think I'm moving on up the track further.
We put the fire out. I'd say it'd been going all night, that fire. Big fire. Big logs in it. Someone's just left it running. Left it going. You know, you turn your lights out when you leave the room. How about putting your fires out when you leave the campsite? It's very unusual to have to come along a track and see a fire going like that. No one there. Unreal. It is winter. I'll give them that much. It's winter. Bad practice. Well, the river's eating into the track here. Obviously it's just hard to see over your bonnet where the track goes, but I have a camera on my bumper bar, on my bull bar, that'll point the way for me a wee bit. Does need a clean though. Doesn't do me much good. Whoa, yeah, that's a dip down there. Yeah, when you're cresting that wee hill in this fan, there is a dip over the other side. Go slow through it. hunters spotting the hills, see if they can see any animals. They're probably staying where we want to stay. This is a great wee track. When I was up here 12 years ago or so, new at four-wheel driving and the surf, no snorkel, I wouldn't have had an air compressor either, so I would have been up here in road pressure tyres, and we were all getting bounced around and just yeah, thought, man, we don't want to go any further. But this is, yeah, dropping your tyre pressures really helped the comfort of the track. Right, so we've just gone, we didn't turn into the growler, we've gone past it, so we'll have a look at that on the way back tomorrow. We're going up, I'm not too sure, to find a camp spot. Maybe there's hunters all throughout here, so the huts are quite full, but maybe if Mistake Flat's empty, we'll be able to stop there, or camp there anyway, perhaps. So this is all new territory. I haven't been past the growler before. And it's only 1 o'clock, so it's 1:15, so it's early enough to carry on. But there is, here's another vehicle up here, so there's people all over these hills. Start to get a bit bigger now. But there's quite a defined track here because the river hasn't been in flood for quite a while. Man.
Well-trodden track, but it's actually, I think the lower one was probably better than this.
Imagine being the first vehicle after a flood across here.
Saying that to Jeremy, every time it floods it changes.
Okay, we're pointing back down the way we've come in towards the Rangitata there. This is a good day out, having a look up another valley. Yeah. There's tracks all over the place. Shortcuts to a shortcut. So we hit a patch of cell phone coverage back there. I got a text.
I'll store a good second or 4G.
Oh, righto. A wee bit muddy with the frost. A bit of mud on this one. Oh. Need some new diff marks there. I'm not the only one hitting the diff. Oh, Rob. Okay, we've got a bit. Mistakes flat straight in front of us. I think the sparkling, if you can see that, there's a car there. Won't be long, we'll be there. And across from there is the Curtis, which is a very small hut. Mistake flat is small as well, I believe. But it's only 1:45, so we're making good time. Yeah, I see that. It's a shame. Rob's tailing Charlie and I'm behind him. Something's wrong. Yeah, I stopped to change a battery on the camera and now the mount's all loose. Chaos. Guys that I was with last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, they come up here on the day I went to Black Bluff. They come up here and went across to Curtis Hut and then drove out. A hell of a long day. But I'm pleased we're going this far, because you've got to do it sometime in your life. Go up your local valleys. It's just great. In the mountains. And then I know, I could return on another day by myself. The way, etc. Yep, the rocks get bigger up here.
Doing alright?
Couple in here too. The others might have just stopped in the sun before we're going to lose the sun. It's just after 2:05 The sun's going to duck behind that mountain, and we're just about at Mistake Flat. We made such good time getting to the growler that we've pushed on. The trip was to the growler or beyond. Look at that line of vehicles.
Hey Neil, can you put a drone up and have a look and see where this track is, if there's a track across here?
Sweet as. I could see some tracks the other side of the shingle fan, but immediately near the vehicles, generally people find them on foot first before the drone, you can see it on the drone. But this shingle fan, I believe, is where the hunters were going to and from Curtis Memorial Hut. So each time we went over, we were above this fan or below this fan. But that's the way it is. You still get across, and you might never be on the right track anyway. Right, we've found some painted rocks we're going to follow. This is what happens up in these, up in the headwaters. The rain or the rivers just flood and wash the tracks away. And you've got to follow, here's a wee stack of rocks here someone's put, probably means turn right. But the hut we're aiming for is just ahead of us. We don't want to turn right. Yes, we're turning right.
Car coming from Neil.
It must be, and that guy's, we'll see what track he comes out on. Same one we're heading to.
Kansas.
I think I knocked one of them over. Yeah, there's a whole stack of those cans. That's the first giveaway, isn't it?
It's a lot easier over this side. Curtis had the releases where we are now.
We might be going to the Curtis.
3 more down 3. Down. Can't camp around the Curtis hut, but there's in the grassy area just below it, there's enough room to camp. Yeah, over the far side it looks like a sunnier, better spot to camp, eh? But where does the sun come up? Yeah, the other way. Right, still got the sun there. Is there actually still a hut over there, Rob? Because I couldn't see it in the binos.
Yeah, Scott and Russell went there two weekends ago, just for a day trip.
Alan was up there just a few weeks ago. So,
I needed to have a can of spray paint when I was going to Black Bluff to come back on. I got lost coming back. Just, you can be 20 metres off your track and you get snookered by a washout of a stream. Just like one of these. You'd have to clear a lot of rocks. Someone's done a lot of work to put this track in. Fella patiently waiting for us to pass, that's good. Did he wind down his window for anyone, the fella in the blue truck?
not to me. Luke was talking to him for a bit.
Was he just a day tripper, Luke?
No, actually, no, I'm from Alexandra. Him and his missus are up here shooting tar. They just shot one now. They're going off to try and figure out how they can get it out.
Right, oh, right.
Heavy for you.
So they obviously shot it from, like, down here somewhere.
Yeah, I'd say so. So, don't camp by the hut because it's bloody freezing. Go out a bit further if you can. Imagine that. What hut do you reckon that one? This one here or? The mistake flat hut. The Curtis hut will be better. I did see the ute did have a little bit of ice on it.
I'll tell you what, she's going to be freezing wherever we camp.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be like -7, eh? But good. Yeah, it probably means it's not going to be windy or something. Should have brought a couple of dogs with me.
Yeah, I'll be using the electric blanket tonight. -7, we're camping.
It's his dog night.
My water will be frozen in the morning. Oh, it's a midwinter trip. midwinter camping trip. Wow, this is, you know, you once in your lifetime, if you're a four-wheel driver, you got to come up here, you know. Once might be enough, unless there's something to attract you. The hunters, the hunting. I'll be looking at what photos I can get. The sky's blue, doesn't really suit me. Might get some, get a night shot tonight. Make use of the clear sky. That'd be good. I don't know what the red is on these rocks. Must be some form of algae or moss.
Are we stopping here or carrying on up the valley a wee bit? Going over to Curtis Memorial, which is over the river, over the other side. But we'll have a look here too. Don't follow me in here, then go right there, George. To your right, just beside you, George, which goes across the valley. I'll get out of the way, mate, so you can go in front again.
Oh, and there's Mistake Flat Hut.
Yeah, I'm picking so.
Wow, it looks like it's in snow. But it could be just frost. Might stop and get a photo of this. Just frost. Mistake Flat Hut. The sun, winter sun, never gets here. At night, -7 degrees or more. That's the hut. Now we're heading across the Curtis Memorial Hut. Oh. It's ice and snow, all right. Ooh. We'll drop down here. Don't get much steeper than that. Slow and steady. So it's easier to go to Mistake Flat Hut and then across to Curtis Hut than to try and take a shortcut across the river, because yeah, they're hard to cross these rivers. You've got to go where the hunters have gone. This time we're trying to cross to Curtis Memorial Hut. There's no defined track, except that I do believe the shingle fan we were on before, more hunters were going from there. So yeah, try that if you're up there. The shingle fan before Mistake Flat.
Like 100 or 200 metres up a track into the hill.
Yeah, I remember Russell telling me there was something like that.
I've been there. It goes up, there's a track going up, and there's only room for 2 cars to park there. But just below it, there's a nice flat area to camp. Yeah, I think just down the flat below it's probably quite good. What do you think, Luke? Grass with no rocks. I was going to duck back down and have a look, but Luke's coming up, so I'm just going to sit here for a sec.
Yeah, okay, we're the only ones that have done this, Connor. You're putting tracks on the ground there. There's no others.
I'm just coming down, Jay. Just going to park up on the flat. Yeah, probably not good to go this way any further.
George, it might have been down instead of, we zigged instead of zagged.
Keep the sun for a bit. This place to camp. Oh yeah, I can get around and coming down. And then he did the hillside down to the flat here. You reckon, Rob? We camp down here. I'm not going up there. That's just sheer rocks up there. Down here is all we could. There's room for about 4 people up there. Is there any people at the hut at all? Yeah, there's some bags and stuff there. No vehicles or bikes, I don't think.
Downstream. Find a way without getting bluffed by a stream. That's what we're looking for. Others have got across now, so we've just got to get over there where they went. But we don't know where that is. Was there anyone at that other hut, the hut we're going to?
Yeah, there's bags and stuff up there, like on the outside. There's no vehicle or bikes or anything up there though.
Oh, making good progress, back in the sun. This is about as rough as you want to go. You know, you don't want to be doing rougher stuff than this in these vehicles. A lot of guys been across here. I can see their marks. Sweet. We'll get across here, no problem. We made it across to join the other guys, and I did drive up to the Curtis Memorial Hut and got a couple of photos there, but that's our campsite down below. It's a lovely place to camp. There's plenty of room to pitch a tent, etc. And then the hut is just up the hill from there, so there it is there in the trees. And there's room for a couple of cars around the hut only, so definitely nowhere to camp up there. You wouldn't want to. There were people staying in the hut, so we just camped nearby, so the toilet was available if anyone wanted it, and yeah, we had a great time here with making a wee fire and having tea, etc. Was a good campsite. And here's a few photos of the hut and our night. It got really cold. We needed that fire, I tell you. And it was really frosty in the morning, and yeah, she was cold. And this is us driving out, across at a lower spot, and this is the Curtis Memorial Hut. We did call in there, and that's it. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for all your likes.